Hi, good morning. Happy Friday. I'm fancy like Applebee's, like right here. I look all dressed up. But if you could see the rest of me, you'd be like, really? I'm wearing gray sweatpants and my blue and green Crocs. Wow, get it off. There. Which might I just add, Tristan had on the same Crocs yesterday. And I started to say, ooh, I have a pair just like that. And then I thought, no, he might not want to hear that. Although he watches my videos, so he's probably seen my blue and green Crocs. So he probably knows that we have the same shoes. But, I mean, they were made for boys. So I am not a pink person. And all the girls were like pink and sparkly. And I like the blues and the greens. So I bought boys. But I wanted to show you my pen because I do realize that yesterday I talked about my beautiful pen, but I didn't show the beautiful pen because, quite frankly, I didn't want to get up and get it, okay? And I thought, you know what? I'll just show it tomorrow. That's why you have to tune in every day so you don't miss anything. Am I right? Yes. Okay. So here's the pen. I'm going to hold up this paper to help the cameras, just one, focus on the pen and not my big head, okay? I do have to have an eyeball out to see what I'm doing, though. You see the grain in it? Is that not beautiful? I love it. And you know what else I love about it? It's small and it's lightweight because I have another pen that someone made me that it's big and it's heavy. And for my small hands, it's beautiful and I'll never get rid of it, but it's just harder to handle. Anyway, I love this one. Isn't it pretty? Anyway, that's my pen. And then the next thing, and then I'm gonna go start work. I got my face primer and I think I can tell a difference. I mean, like, especially with the pores, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, I feel pale. It's like it helped the foundation to not sink in. And it's by NYX. Okay, I gotta wear my glasses for this one. It's NYX, NYX, Professional Makeup Plump Right Back Plumping Serum and Primer with Hyaluronic Acid. It has electrolytes, plumping serum primer. Okay, what I do like about it is that it is not that silicone stuff. Have you tried that silicone feeling stuff? I don't like that. It feels like, I don't like that feel. This is more like a gel. Sorry, it was a gnat. Oh, I tried to kill, oh, there's the gnat. Ugh. I thought it was on my screen and I slapped it and it was my mouse pointer. Anyway, I like it because it's more like a cooling gel feel when you put it on. And so I did my moisturizer and then I put it on and then I waited a little bit because I was doing other things and then I put my makeup over it. And I don't think it's not allowing my makeup to sink into my pores. I don't know. I'm just saying I like it. And it's like $16 on the Amazons, which seems a little expensive, but it only takes one little pump. And it's a decent size. Well, I mean, it's about that much in a, it's got a lid. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll last a while because it's just one little pump and I put it on and yeah, anyway, just want to give you an update about that. And now I'm going to go start work and hopefully my hair will dry before I have to take Penny for a walk because otherwise I'll have to be for drying it, which causes it to straighten. I know, because I know, get a hairdryer with a diffuser. I know. But I would just rather let it dry naturally, okay? Okay. I'll be back, okay? Okay. What you doing in there? Hi, I'm back. I've been working like a fiend trying to catch everything up. There's no way I'm going to catch all this stuff up, but I've tried. But I thought of another, well, it's not really a story-ish, but kind of. My friend Peggy, I should have been talking about Peggy all along, but it was just something that I posted on Facebook and she commented, and I thought, you know what? I need to introduce them to Peggy. I mean, not in person because she's not here, though if we could get together, y'all would probably wet your pants. But Peggy and I, we worked together in intake when I first started in intake, and she taught me how to book in and how to be a little more assertive and, you know, all the things. Peggy was the deputy, and we always had fun together. Well, then we worked uptown together in admin, and that's when our friendship really started blossoming, okay? Well, Peggy had some sort, I don't really know how to describe it, other than just say it was some sort of rare cancer-like thing that started in her foot, and it started growing up her leg, and they had to amputate her leg below the knee. Well, Peggy is a lot like me and chooses to laugh about things, you know? So she is always making jokes about her prosthetic leg. Don't get me wrong, she has a lot of phantom pain. She's had so many surgeries that I can't count. I mean, she's had a lot of issues with it, but Peggy still tries to see the positive and make the best of it and not just sit and cry about her missing part of her leg, okay? So when she does something, she usually does it with the intention of making people laugh or catching them off guard or, you know, whatever. So she was flying. She's from Wisconsin. This is Peggy from Wisconsin. And she was carrying a spare leg with her to Wisconsin because sometimes she has trouble with one of her legs. And, well, I mean, it's always good to have a spare leg, right? I mean, it would be nice to have a spare leg laying around. Okay, so Peggy, instead of just packing it in her suitcase, I don't know if you're aware, you might be, but prosthetics are not cheap. She put it in her carry-on bag, right? Except it was a backpack, and her foot was sticking out the back of the backpack because her leg was too long to fully fit inside of the backpack. So she said, can you just imagine the people's faces who were behind me at the airport or even in front of me and turned around to see a foot sticking up over my shoulder, or behind me to see the ankle and foot sticking out of my backpack? And I'm not sure if when she goes through security, she might have to remove her prosthetic for the scanner things. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, then she would put her leg, her spare leg, in her passenger seat and say, do you think that that would work as another person in the car with me to ride in the express lane? So what brought all this back to my mind was the guy that said he wanted to smell my feet. And Peggy said, I've got an extra foot he could smell. And I was like, oh my gosh, it would be so funny to borrow one of your feet. You know, it's a whole leg with a foot. And take a picture of my 3 feet and send to him and be like, which one you want to lick? Which one? I mean, she has one that the toes are painted on to match her other foot. So I would have to paint my toes to match that. Or she used to have more of a, what was it? Like a, I don't know, like a workout foot or something. Anyway, yeah, I could just borrow one of hers and send him a picture of all 3 feet together. I think that would be great. Or I could borrow a couple of her feet and then just send him pictures of all 4 of my feet. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that freak him out? I bet he wouldn't ask to lick nobody else's feet. Oh, I mean smell or lick. Where did lick come from? We're not, Okay, we're not going there. We're just talking about smelling. Anyway, yeah. So Peggy has just always had the best sense of humor about all of this. So I go into work one day, and during this time she wasn't wearing her leg because I think this is when she lost weight, and when she did, her leg slipped and hit the top of her prosthetic. Anyway, it fractured her leg, and she was having to ride around in a wheelchair. I mean, there was really, I don't think they couldn't cast it or anything like that, but she just had to stay off of it. So she was driving herself to work and getting her wheelchair out of the back and putting it together and hopping out and getting in her wheelchair and riding it in. And Peggy never let anything slow her down. That cat of mine. Hold on. I'll speed that up for y'all, but that's the kind of stuff she does. Somebody told me the other day, well, actually, a few people told me she's bored. Well, I don't know what to do about that, because she don't want to play with toys, and she don't want to go outside because it's cold. And I bought her one of those climbing cat trees, and she wouldn't get in it. You know, all the different levels and nope. She don't like catnip. I mean, she thinks she's a dog. Anyway, back to Peggy. So she also had a wheelchair at the office that she would use sometimes. Like if she hadn't have ridden hers in and her leg started bothering her, she could take her leg off, take a load off and take her leg off, and then she would just roll around in that wheelchair to keep from walking on it so much, right? So we decided that we were going to have wheelchair races down the hallway early one morning before anybody got to work. Sadly, I did not win that race, obviously, because I'm not used to wheeling in a wheelchair. But we had fun doing it. There was laughter heard up and down the halls from she and I racing down the halls in the wheelchair. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce y'all to Peggy because Peggy is a treat. And we retired on the same date, and we had our retirement party at the same location at the same time, and we had a good time. And sadly, she went back to work for a different part of the county, and I didn't get to see her much. And anyway, but we still keep up on Facebook. But yeah, Peggy is a hoot and a true warrior. But that's it for now. Well, all right. The boss let us off at 12 today, so I'm going to finish up this video early, and then I'm going to go try to finish up those last couple of things that I need to do, and might even run by the grocery store and pick up some things that I want to cook this weekend. Like, I think I'm going to try the sausage ball recipe that uses almond flour instead of Bisquick. Carolyn had them and said they were really good. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and say bye to you. And that's it for this one. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. We got to make sure that you see Penelope in the picture. I mean, in the video. She's right here sleeping. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which will probably be tomorrow, since I post every day. And that's it. Yeah. And if you have to go through anything like Peggy goes through, try to have her positive attitude about it, okay? My mother had the same positive attitude. You got a few choices. You can laugh, you can cry, or you can go crazy. I mean, I just suggest laughing and make people think you're crazy, right? Am I right? Anyway, love you. Mean it. Okay, bye.